Kid Craddock in the morning.
The Showbiz Top 5.
Hey, this is Kelly Raspberry, and this is your Showbiz Top 5 for Thursday, February the 7th. Jay-Z reportedly in talks with the head of Warner Music Group about starting his own record label that would tentatively be called Carter Music Group because his real name is Sean Carter. Anyway, the word is that the reason he left Def Jam wasn't so much about money, it was more about freedom, but he still owes Def Jam a CD, and that should be due out later this year, as well as a greatest hits CD. Ashanti is furious that the head of her record label, Irv Gotti, has not come out to deny these rumors that the two of them had a passionate affair. So while she's angry and ticked off, 50 Cent is using that as his opportunity to woo her away from Murder Inc. and hopefully get her to join up with the G Unit. Heath Ledger's death has been ruled an accidental overdose, and now the feds are getting involved. The DEA is asking for copies of his autopsy report as well as the original police report from the day he was found dead in his New York apartment. They want to make sure that all those prescriptions he had were obtained legally. Kirsten Dunst reportedly has checked herself into the Cirque Lodge for a little rehab and relaxation. That's the same place that treated Mary-Kate Olsen for her food issues. And of course, most famously, Lindsay Lohan, who was there for quite some time battling her addictions. And now, of course, Eva Mendes is there as well, treating her addiction for what we're not quite so sure. Sources say when Kirsten checked in, though, it appears she was a bit on the inebriated side, so perhaps alcohol is her issue, and she's working on that now. Now, the doctors at UCLA determined that Britney Spears is no longer a danger to herself or to others, and so they had no other choice. They had to let her go. Much to her parents' disappointment, they even issued a statement saying they basically fear for their daughter's life. Now, she fell right back into her old habits. She went on a ride, leading paparazzi on a chase all through Los Angeles, and then finally ended up over at the Beverly Hills Hotel where she hooked up with Adnan Baba Ghalib. Then the two of them headed over to her attorney's office. This is the attorney that was recently assigned to the case that has been trying to strip her father, Jamie, of his conservatorship. Now, they did go back to the Beverly Hills Hotel later on, and that's when Jamie showed up with some very legal-looking documents. And he made it to Britney's room and either coerced her or convinced her, whatever he did get her to go back to her home, and that's where she hung out last night with her parents and with Bubba. And then about 12:30 this morning, Lynn took off, and Jamie and Adnan stayed the rest of the night. Now today we hear Jamie is going to go back to court. He wants to make sure the commissioner gives him some real muscle with his conservatorship, basically so he can control who has access to visit with Britney, and we're sure she's probably talking about Sam Lifty in that case. Anyway, that's your Showbiz Top 5 for Thursday.